Alright, so it has been a long time coming, but GL Ahsoka is finally here. As far as me getting around to this, I'm a little bit late, I know. It's because I've had a cold and all that. I've been going to bed pretty early, I've been ridiculously stuffy. Just hasn't been ideal conditions for me to try to make a video, so even though GL Ahsoka's already in the game and some people already have her maxed out, Relic 9 and all this, here I am just getting around to doing this Developer's Insight / kit reveal. But, as they say, better late than never. At least it's on my channel, so you can come at some future time and check it out then. Which is what you're actually doing right now as you listen to this. Anyhow, let's just get into it. So first off, that's pretty cool. The forums are encountering a technical issue. Imagery will be uploaded once resolved. When did this happen? This thing was uploaded 5 days ago. Has it been 5 days that you haven't uploaded the picture? What the F is going on? This is ridiculous. So now, I don't have a thumbnail, unless I can find one online or something. But anyways, unit name, obviously Ahsoka. Alignment, obviously light side. Categories, she's a tank, she's a leader, a Spectre, and an unaligned force user. Obviously she's a Spectre because all her homies are Spectres, so it makes sense that she would be as well. As far as her being a tank, one, that's kind of funny, we had 2 tank GLs in a row, you know, because Leia was a tank as well. And she was the last GL before this one. And 2, I hear she's actually super tanky. I hear she's ridiculously tanky, but her offense sucks. Which, I guess given the show, that kind of does make sense. But anyways, let's get into it. Key attributes. Very involved. Active tank with a high potential for extra turns. Heavily punishes enemies who use protection up. Well, how do you heavily punish? Do you just, like, strip the protection or something? Or, I mean, I guess we'll find out, but anyways, inspiration. Gee, I wonder what you're inspired from. Not from the TV show, right? We always knew we could make a GL version of Ahsoka, and the show gave us the perfect opportunity. One of the key themes of the Ahsoka show was reunions and being better when together. This led us to design both the exile mechanic as well as the reunite granted ability in Ahsoka's kit. The animation for Ahsoka's first ultimate ties together Mirai, as well as her signature move of using her lightsabers to cut a hole in the floor beneath her. Yeah, that move was stupid. I think they were trying to make it seem cool, but it's kind of just dumb. Who's Mirai? I don't remember. And it says first ultimate. What the F does that mean? She has 2 ultimates? Or is this like one of those characters that has tiers on the ultimate, like Kylo? You know, he's got 1 tier, last 1 turn, 2 tiers, 2 turns, 3 tiers, 3 turns. Does she have, like, variations on when she goes ultimate? I don't know. Anyways, there is more on-screen content of Ahsoka than almost any other character in Star Wars, making it a very fun challenge to fully capture everything special about her. I mean, oddly enough, that is pretty true. You have her from when she was a kid in Clone Wars to young adult in Rebels, now as a full-on adult in her own show, plus she showed up in season 2 of Mando. So season 2 in Mando, when she showed up, was actually pretty cool though. Her lightsabers were awesome. I remember that. They sounded cool. It was like, oh man, this live action Ahsoka is cool. And then they made the show and they just kind of like screwed her up. I didn't like this show. She was just kind of like boring and I'm Ahsoka. Anyhow, strategy tips. Carefully utilizing Reunite to remove exile from your team will be critical, and may vary depending on who you're against. Her second ultimate ability, Relentless Redoubt, has great defensive benefits. Properly timing it can help her team withstand damage of galactic proportions. Now it says second ultimate. Yeah, so what does that mean? She doesn't have 2 ultimates, does she? It must be like a Kylo thing. So she has tier 1 and then tier 2, and depending on which tier you use is what you activate. It's gotta be that. Yeah, in galactic proportions, what's that supposed to mean? Are you talking about like insta-kills or something? Obviously not. Her GLs are all immune to that, but like the rest of the team wouldn't be, so does this make it so that they are as well, or? I don't know. Anyways, this next bit here is kind of cool. Zeta upgrade order recommendation. This is kind of cool because, you know, all GLs have 6 Zetas, and not everybody's fully stocked on Zetas like I am. I mean, I have 960 Zeta mats, so, like, I'm good. But not everybody's like that. So, you know, you want to be able to place them in the best order, and usually you're kind of just guessing, like, well, I guess I should do my leader ability first, and then maybe this one, and then this one. Where this tells you, I mean, this is also CG, I guess you could take it with a grain of salt, because half the time when you try to follow their recommendations, it's just crap. I've come to notice, and then I feel like an idiot for listening to them, even though I feel like you should be able to trust them because they developed the game and all that, but whatever. But anyways, regardless, what they suggest is that you do the leader ability first, which makes sense. Then you do her unique 1 and her unique 2, which is kind of funny because those aren't even moves. Those are just like support, you know, they're just uniques. Then you do special 2, so now you're finally upgrading a move. And then you do special 1, which is another move, and then her basic. It's kind of funny that you would do her basic last, because that's the move that you can do all the time, other than the uniques. I mean, they just automatically trigger, you know. But to do the basic last, I don't know, it seems weird. I mean, a basic is a constant move. There's no cooldowns and all that, so I feel like that should be first. Maybe if I were to rearrange this, I would say leader, and then basic, and then you can keep the rest. Who cares? Unique 1, 2, and then special 2, 1. I wouldn't do basic last. That's weird. Why would you not want to max out your basic, which is the one move that you can constantly use? I don't know. Anyhow, fact. Like I always make fun of, these aren't facts because nobody asked these questions yet. But since I'm 5 days late, you could argue, well, yeah, maybe somebody did ask these questions, even though you know they don't update their post. But anyway, fact. How do you acquire Ahsoka? Is somebody seriously asking that? What kind of mentally challenged, brain-dead question is this? She's a GL. Her requirements have been slowly leaking over the past 4 months. Like, you acquire her by fulfilling those requirements and then going to the GL menu and saying, I want to start this journey, and then you complete all the battles and stuff until you win and unlock her. Duh. I mean, she's what, GL number 9 now in the game? So there's been 8 others. You don't know how to unlock the other 8? What kind of dumb question is this? But what did they say? She is a galactic legend. Her event will be available permanently in the journey guide upon release. Do I lose GL tickets when I lose one of her event battles? No. In a way, that's a good question, but it's also dumb because that was mentioned in, I think it was the community update thing that they did. The fake road ahead said that was one of the changes. So, but I guess this is confirmation. Why no Jedi tag? Well, I can tell you why, because she's not a Jedi. She left the Jedi Order a long time ago, so why would she get a Jedi tag? I mean, geez, didn't she leave when Anakin was still Anakin? Meaning not Vader yet? Like, why would she get a Jedi tag? But okay. Even though she took on a Padawan learner in Sabine Wren and used many of Anakin's lessons in training her, Ahsoka herself famously walked away from the Order and declared to Darth Vader, I am no Jedi. Oh, she walked away when Vader existed? Okay. Or are they just saying that that's a different time that she said that to him? I don't know. Regardless, she's been away from the Jedi Order forever. That's why she has white lightsabers. It's supposed to signify that, you know, she doesn't have an alignment. That's why she's considered a gray Jedi, because she's light side aligned. Where are the space whales? We love Purgle too, but felt Ezra was the one with the closer connection in history, while Morai is a more continuous presence in Ahsoka's story. I wish I knew what Morai was, or is, or whatever. I don't remember. And as far as those space whales, I thought that was kind of weird and dumb. So they don't need to be in the game. I mean, I guess Ezra has them, but why is she a tank? Quite honestly, it kind of makes sense. I wouldn't really call her a support because, I mean, I guess she supports her crew, but on her own, she's not really a support. She's also not really an attacker. She has terrible fighting skills, especially her older version, at least, which she is here as GL Ahsoka. So being a tank kind of just makes the most sense. It's the only other option left. But anyways, they said, while Ahsoka can always put up a fight, this version is more wise and stoic. The game also already has multiple versions of Ahsoka that are all hard-hitting attackers, so we enjoyed a new evolution of this beloved character. Calm down on your hard-hitting attackers, alright? Cat is decent, but you have Fulcrum, who sucks, unfortunately. And then regular Ahsoka, Snips, she's okay. I mean, she ain't hitting that hard, though, to be impressive. She's just okay, so relax a little on puffing yourself up. I mean, geez, I have Snips at Relic 9, and she's okay, like... Now, if she was hitting how she hits now at Relic 9 when she was Gear 12, then yeah, okay, wow, it's a strong character. But at Relic 9, it's like, could be better. Anyways, can I use Reunite if Exile isn't present? Yes, you can still use Reunite even if the character using it or target does not have Exile, and will still gain the listed benefits. Well, good thing I know nothing about Reunite and Exile yet, because this is telling me quite a bit. How exactly do Deflective Ward and Deflective Target work together? No idea, I haven't even read that kit yet. When an ally with Deflective Ward is damaged by an opponent, that ally takes 1 damage and Deflective Ward is removed. Then, the enemy who dealt damage to that ally is afflicted with Deflective Target. Ahsoka gains many benefits when attacking an opponent with Deflective Target. I didn't even pay attention to that now because I don't care, but that just seems like a really dumb question. Like, I'm sure if you read the kit reveal, you would exactly know. Like, why is this even a question? That answer is just like, read the kit reveal. There you go. Congratulations. You're welcome. What a dumb question. Oh, there's a part 2 to it as well. I didn't even realize. I thought that was another question. It says, this concept is inspired by Darth Vader's Merciless Massacre ability, which felt fitting. What? So what does that mean? That Deflective Ward and Deflective Target are kind of like Merciless Massacre? So she just goes on like a rampage? How is that fitting? So weird. Can Ahsoka use her first unique ability, Worlds Apart, multiple times? No, when she uses Worlds Apart, it is replaced with her second ultimate, Relentless Redoubt, for the remainder of the battle, as well as an outfit change. So she has 2 ultimates and an outfit change. So what does that mean? Is she normally gray? I can't tell because obviously there's no thumbnail. But is she normally gray, and then when the outfit change happens, she's white? Is that what it is? Why does her leader ability, Commander of the Wayward, give max health and max protection, but only if Ezra isn't there? Well, that is kind of weird. That is a good question. We found during balance testing that the team really benefited from additional max health and max protection that Ezra provides. But when he wasn't present, the team simply did not have the survivability to withstand many attacks from top teams. However, when both Ezra and Ahsoka were together, it was too much. So, I guess Ezra already does it. That's why it says it. He already boosts the team, so when he's not there to boost the team, then she'll step up. That's good. I thought it was like ripping him off or something. I was like, that's kind of weird, because like you're going to want him in your Ahsoka team. You're going to want him and Sabine and Hera and probably Huang. That's like your core team right there, all the Spectres. Anyhow, this current iteration allows Ahsoka's team to still perform how we want against these top teams, but is still greatly enhanced if Ezra is there. I mean, they're also saying, oh my god, it was just too much if they were together, but it's like at the same time, this is a GL. Like, it might be annoying if you're going up against it and it has tons of health and protection, but at the same time, this is a GL. And you gotta work hard for that. All these stupid marquee characters, you gotta get to 7-star and then Relic 7 and all that, so like, if your GL ends up being way too OP, that's kind of the whole point. I mean, geez, you release Datacrons that do this crap for, like, mid-teams, you know what I mean? Like, the new Night Sisters are, like, a top-tier team now. People are, like, ranked 2 in Arena because of Datacrons. And you're worried about making your GL too much? Like, you got your priorities kind of weird. Like, let her be super OP. That's fine. That's what we want. That's why we work hard to unlock these characters. So dumb. God, there's a lot of FAQ in this one. I feel like this is like a real FAQ. Why is the Ahsoka immune to damage immunity? Why? Wait, what? What does that mean? Why is she immune to damage immunity? So that means she can't get damage immunity? Wouldn't this be a great buff for her? Yes, too good, you might say. We found during balance testing that in scenarios where Ahsoka gained this buff, it could lead to a very unenjoyable play experience when facing her and could cause some battles to drag out longer than we were comfortable with. Like practically every battle does. No, but with the time limits, that could be a problem, because then you're just going to have a draw. And if there is no time limit, then yeah, you could be going on forever. And it's just like, oh my god, I wish I could just kill this broad. Why is Mirai not green tinted? Well, I would have no idea, because there's no picture, because we're having forum difficulties. But their answer is, we aim to capture the most recent on-screen portrayal of Mirai in Galaxy of Heroes. By aligning with the live-action depiction, we ensure consistency with the latest representations seen by audiences now and in the future. We appreciate the passion and attention to detail from our players, and we strive to balance creativity with authenticity to the evolving Star Wars universe. Alright, it's kind of a dumb answer. CG Mouse. What is this? Wait, is this a little excerpt from him? CG Mouse. Every character has things that make them really fun and special to work on, but Ahsoka probably takes the cake. Okay, horny, calm down. She is such an important character to so many fans with some truly fantastic moments. When designing her, we knew we had to do something authentic and different from the other versions we already have in game. There are core aspects of who Ahsoka is and how that gets reflected, but tapping into those and dialing them up for her Galactic Legend iteration was paramount. Not Paramount Plus, just paramount. Probably the most fun and also most complex aspect of her development was with Relentless Redoubt, her second unique ultimate ability. We tried several different concepts that felt neat. Who says neat? But nothing that really jumped out and felt right. Then, someone had the idea of, what about Merciless Masker, but merciful instead? Which led us down the path we ultimately chose. Throughout all of her journeys, but especially during her own show, we saw a tremendous amount of growth and change for her. This was the initial inspiration for introducing 2 different ultimate abilities into the kit. It also led to a very tactical play experience where trying to get her first ultimate out as efficiently as possible is a key aspect to the team's overall experience. She was very challenging, but also creatively fulfilling to work on. There's a lot of passion that went into every aspect of her design, and we hope you feel that when adding her to your roster. Yeah, based on what I've heard, I don't think people are feeling passion or anything. They just say that she's a tank, pretty solid tank, but hits weakly. I'm not seeing people like, oh my god, she's so passionate. CG Miller. Oh my god, it's another interview? Why are all these people giving interviews? When designing the event for Ahsoka Tano, we realized that this character has a ton of key moments, but we wanted to recreate in our game. Narrowing it down to just 6 tiers was a challenge, but we think we captured the most pivotal moments in her life. It's one show. I mean, geez, calm down. And she barely did anything. She stood around with her arms crossed. You couldn't figure out what to choose from her arms crossed. Oh, do you want to have her arms crossed like this or like this? Oh my god, I can't figure it out. Anyways, but we think we captured the most pivotal moments in her life. We then concentrated our efforts in making sure that the new environments and character models were faithful to their on-screen counterparts. Finally, deciding on which tiers got cutscenes was the most difficult part, as we felt every moment was cutscene worthy, but we think we arrived at a satisfactory place in showing off what we had. Alright, CG Coffee now. Finally, the kit reveal's right there. Pretty soon we'll be done. Ahsoka is all over my house, so I've been excitedly waiting for her GL version to finally land. Yeah, I wonder why Ahsoka's all over your house. Have you ever heard of that, fan story that old Ben tells Luke? Ahsoka was your father's little, sex slave, blah, 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 whatever. Tightest little, whatever that story is. It's funny, it's on YouTube. So yeah, you feed it into that. Got half-naked inappropriate pictures of her all over your place? Mr. Coffee? John Coffee, Green Mile. How did he talk? I don't know. I've always been inspired by her character.
Watching her grow and seeing her commit to her values of helping others and doing what she feels is right, even when that path seems much harder. Leaving the Jedi Order and facing the real world was an incredible challenge for her to take on and come out stronger.
Calm down, it ain't that hard. Everybody does it. It's called you grow up. You live with your parents, then one day you get a job, you start working, you move out, get your own apartment, and boom, now you're in the real world, and now you're trying to figure it out. Figure out your bills, figure out how to live on your own, have a car, keep a job, etc. Everyone does it. There's nothing special with Ahsoka doing it. She started as a kid with Anakin basically as her adoptive father, and then she grew up and moved out, and he turned into a Sith.
Plus, her acrobatic fight scenes are super fun to watch. We hope you enjoy playing her as much as we enjoyed making her.
Okay, so what? So you're fooling around with her mom? You're her parents? And we're gonna be playing with her? At least she's an adult now. She's not the little kid version anymore. Jeez. Anyways, oh my god, there it was. The developer's insights. That was very boring. Jeez, I'm the one making this video and I found it boring. All these dumb interviews they provided at the bottom. I mean, I guess it makes sense because she's a GL, so they want to make it a little extra special, but So yeah, anyhow, that is all I got. So like I always say, be sure to check out the kit reveal, which should be uploaded right after this one. And yeah, until that one, I said see ya.